Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me today. This is E.G. Riku at egrikuhandmade.com, and today we're having a two-parter tutorial where I'm going to show you how to build this little box here that's included in our paper pumpkin subscription for August of 2016. I had done last week a little video of unveiling my paper pumpkin, and today I'm just going to show you how to build this really quick and easy card holder, as well as how to make your very own version of following this pattern that will fit perfectly for a card. And also really excited to announce that we're going to be having a little giveaway. Anybody that shops with me for the month of April will be included in a raffle to win this beautiful watch right here. And it's a kind of a watch bracelet. If you are interested in joining, just follow the links below on the bottom, and any purchase of any quantity will qualify you into the raffle for this watch. So if you're interested, just follow that link below. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside for now and get started on this project. Now, this is how it came in the paper pumpkin pack. It's, again, really quick to build. All you have to do is just fold and reinforce the score lines that were already placed there for you. And do it firmly, because you want to make sure that your little card holder box holds. It makes it a lot easier when you're trying to stick it down if you really press these down quite firmly. So you just take the little tape tabs off on the sides. And what I like to do is just kind of put these one on top of each other and hold it down. And that sticks that little edge there for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And then I start with my corner and then work my way around as I'm pushing it down. And again, reinforcing one more time with that bone folder. And that's pretty much it built. I'm going to be using the stamp that says "For You," which is included on that August 2016 paper pumpkin. If you're interested in getting that set that I showcased last week, you're still able to if you are a member of the paper pumpkin subscription. These came included, and I'd also give you a little sample of that early espresso stamp set. Not stamp set, the early espresso ink. Now, this type of foam that it comes in here, because it's a sample, it's a little bit different than the regular Stampin' Up! Inks. So you kind of have to do a little twisting motion to ink your polymer stamp sets properly, so it doesn't leave any gaps when you go ahead and stamp your little sentiment down. So just trying to get that really inked in there. And then you can do a little kind of tapping motion throughout. Normally I like to take my stamps to my ink, but because this is so small, you're pretty much having to do it the other way around and get your ink to the stamp. And I'm just going to try to align that and then stamp it down. Oh, there you go. That R is not wanting to stamp properly, so I'm just going to go ahead and re-ink that really quick and see if I'm able to align that. See if I get lucky. Try not to get my head on the camera there. I'll hold that down. There we go, that's much better. And for the paper pumpkin subscription, it also came with these lovely little cards where you can write your own little message, and they fit perfectly right inside. So now for the second portion of this video, we're going to be kind of recreating this little card holder here with our very own cardstock. I'm going to be using the Peekaboo Peach cardstock, and this is cut to 4 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And on the long side, you're going to score that at 1/4 inch. And then at 2 1/2 inches. Then you're going to rotate it 90 degrees. And you're going to score that at 3 1/2 inches. Now we're going to have to remove a couple little bits right here. We're going to cut out a wedge on both sides of this little square. Just taking off just a little bit. And that just makes the close a little bit easier when you go to stick it down. And then I'm going to cut again straight up this one. I'm going to flip it over just to make it easier on myself. I don't know how well you can see that score line, but we're taking off that rectangle skinny bit that's not attached to the rectangle on the top. Just straight up. You can also trim this off with your trimmer if you don't want to use your scissors. Now before I add my adhesive, just going to go ahead and reinforce those score lines. And I'm also going to go ahead and notch that out a little bit. There we go. So now I'm going to add adhesive to the longer piece first. You can also use tear and tape for this. Trying to get it all the way down to the bottom. And if you have anything that hangs over the top, just kind of push it down with your finger. That way it's not going over the edge. Same thing for the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab and do the same thing and just stick that little corner there. And then add adhesive again to the bottom section. And then go all the way down to that end. And again, pushing that adhesive over. I'm going to do the same exact thing I did with the other one that came from the paper pumpkin. Just push that down. That's pretty much your little box built. And do give it a good reinforce. Now I want to decorate this one a little bit different than what I did for the paper pumpkin version. Just because I feel like this paper is interesting enough to stand on its own with just that little stamp set that says "For You" on it. I kind of want to do one of the other stamp sets that are here. Let's see. Kind of just winging this. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Stampin' scrub really quick and just scrub this off. Clean that one there. Dry that one off. Again, if you haven't seen the Stampin' scrub, it's a really good tool to get your stamps clean. It has a little water droplets on one side, which is where you would add your Stampin' mist, and then it has a little umbrella on the other section where you would actually dry off your stamps. Go ahead and set that aside for now. And I'll go ahead and lift out Let's see, I think I'm probably gonna do 3 stamps for this. Let's see how I feel about it. Let's see. Put that one back down. I think I'm gonna grab this one that says "Just Wanted to Say." And I know this block is a little bit big, but I'm gonna go for it. I'll stick it in the middle. And again, taking that early espresso to the stamp. And I'm gonna have it reading on the long side instead of the short side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stamp that "Just Wanted to Say" at the very top. There we go. Again, I'm just gonna clean this one off. Okay. And then I'm gonna go with this "Thanks." That one looks like the ink is separating a little bit because it's a brand new stamp set, so I'm just going to bring a scrap piece of paper. See how I'm getting those kind of empty dots in the middle. Let's try that again because I want something that's really nice and solid. Should give me a better one than what that last one was. I'm gonna offset this. Looks like I'm still gonna get some of those gaps, but not as bad. There we go. Clean that one off again. Put it away. Now I still think it's a little plain, so I think what I'm gonna do is take my Peekaboo Peach ink. I wasn't planning on doing this. And I'm gonna take, let's see, I'm gonna take this little flower here. I think I'm gonna just stamp one on each corner with the Peekaboo Peach ink. Just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. It's just a really nice subtle effect on the same cardstock with the same ink. I think I'm going to put that one right there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Put my ink away, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my 1-inch circle punch. And I don't want to put it in all the way. I just want to wedge out a little corner without going into my sentiment. I'm trying to align it right in the middle between both sides. And I'm probably doing, let's say, maybe a little less than a third of the way in. And just punch that out. That way you get that nice little notch so that you're able to take out your card and your sentiment without having to kind of be rough with your card holder. can see, and it fits there perfectly. And it'll also, like I said, fit gift cards or any of the sort like that. You could get a scrap piece of either your Whisper White or Very Vanilla cardstock. This is Very Vanilla in the background. And kind of follow the same premise. This little flower is that little punch that I use on the outside. And you can just punch a little corner. And this sheet of paper, if you're trying to do the same in the inside. Okay, so it seems I really need a new phone or camera or something to record my videos with, because it seems like every single time I try to record something, my phone likes to overheat and shut off on me while I'm in the middle of filming. Okay, so as you can see, I had added a little bit of detail here. All I did was just add a little ink with my Dapper Denim marker and did the little leaves with my Emerald Envy marker. I'll go ahead and do the bottom flower as well if my camera decides not to shut off on me again. I believe I was in the middle of giving the measurements of the little inside card that fits for your little card holder. And that was 3 3/8 of an inch by 2 1/8 of an inch. And that would give you the perfect measurement to fit on the inside of this. Okay, so now for my little flowers, I'm just going really lightly and loosely within the inside of those lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is just, I kind of felt like it needed a little bit more color after I finished the card. And I feel like just doing that little extra made it pop a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take my Emerald Envy and do the same thing. And again, just going really loosely around that edge. I'm kind of filling it in. And now to add a little bit more interest to it, if I can find my pearls, which I just had with me a second ago. There we go. I'm going to take the second biggest pearl, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle of each of my little colored flowers. I don't know, I feel like that just gives it a little bit of a color pop. And again, if you are interested in any of the products showcased today, I will have links below on the bottom for you. You can see all of the measurements and all of the information on my blog. And again, in order to enter for that raffle for the month of April, you can shop over at egriku.handmade.stampin.net. And anybody who purchases with me throughout the month will be eligible for it. There is no minimum amount of purchase in order to qualify for that. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and send me a shout there or leave me a message here on YouTube. So tell me what you think. Thank you very much for joining me today, and you guys have a wonderful day.